Have you ever wondered why everything feels so much harder than it used to? Why your focus just doesn't seem to stick, or you start things but can never quite finish them? Or maybe your motivation vanishes the exact second you need it the most. Well, there's a real reason for that, and it's not your fault. Your dopamine system, the part of your brain that drives motivation, focus, energy, and desire, has been quietly pushed off balance by the modern world. It's not broken or permanently damaged. It's just overstimulated to the point where real life can start to feel, well, too slow. But here's the powerful part. You can reset it. And you can do it in just 7 days. Today, I'm going to show you the science-based dopamine reset that restores motivation, sharpens your attention, and brings your brain back to its natural, focused state. But first, let's understand what dopamine actually does, because most people have it completely wrong. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. That's a common myth. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It's the chemical of motivation, drive, and the thrill of the pursuit. It's the very thing that makes you start a new task, stay focused on what you're doing, and feel that satisfaction when you finish a project. It's what keeps you engaged and pushing forward. When your dopamine is balanced, your brain feels alive and ready for action. But when it's constantly overstimulated, your brain starts to feel numb and disconnected. So how does it get so overstimulated? It happens with every swipe on your phone, every notification that pops up, every short video you watch, every jump cut in a clip, every fast reward, and every instant hit of novelty. Your brain is smart. It adapts. It raises what's called your dopamine threshold. And what that means is that the things in real life, the normal, everyday activities, stop feeling as rewarding. That's why reading a book can feel incredibly hard. It's why studying feels boring, why deep thinking feels slow, and why work can feel so heavy and overwhelming. It's not you. It's not a lack of willpower. It's your dopamine system trying to survive in a world of constant hyperstimulation. So how do you bring it back down? How do you make normal life feel good and engaging again? This is where the science behind the 7-day reset comes in. Now, a dopamine reset is not about quitting all pleasure, deleting every app from your phone, or meditating in a cave like a monk. That's not sustainable. A real, effective dopamine reset is about rebalancing your baseline. Think of it this way. Your brain has 2 dopamine states. First, you have the high spikes, which are triggered by those big reward events, the things that overstimulate you. Then you have your baseline, which is your resting dopamine level. This baseline is what determines whether you feel motivated and driven on a day-to-day basis. When those high spikes are constant, your baseline drops. You need more and more stimulation just to feel normal. The goal of our reset is simple. We want to lower the frequency and intensity of those spikes to restore your baseline. This brings back your natural motivation, your mental clarity, and the ability to feel rewarded from within. It allows you to actually enjoy normal things again and to focus deeply without fighting yourself. And that's exactly what this 7-day plan is designed to do, one step at a time. I'm going to walk you through a simple, effective 7-day dopamine reset that will help you reclaim your focus, motivation, and energy. This isn't about a punishing detox. It's about rewiring your brain for long-term success. Are you ready? Let's get started. Day 1 is all about removing the fastest, cheapest dopamine sources. Go into your phone settings right now and turn off every single non-essential notification. Social media likes, news alerts, random app pings, gone. Put your phone on silent. Better yet, hide those super tempting app icons that pull your attention the second you unlock your screen. Put them in a folder on the last page of your home screen. This simple step alone can cut out a massive 40% of those unnecessary dopamine spikes that keep your brain constantly agitated and craving more. It's the first and most crucial step to creating some mental quiet. On day 2, we break the infinite loop. This is a big one. It's time to confront the endless scroll. I want you to temporarily delete or block the apps that are designed to keep you swiping forever. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, you know the ones. Your brain has become addicted to this rapid-fire, never-ending stream of content. To fix this, you need to replace them with finite alternatives. Think podcasts with a clear beginning and end, long-form YouTube videos on a topic you're genuinely interested in, or audiobooks. This teaches your brain to appreciate slower, more deliberate reward cycles again. It needs to relearn that good things don't have to come in 15-second bursts. Day 3 is about reducing your stimulation windows. I want you to create a 2-hour no-phone block in your day. This isn't a full-blown, miserable detox. It's just a designated time for your brain to breathe, to be bored, to wander. Maybe it's the first 2 hours after you wake up, or a couple of hours before bed. During this time, your phone is out of sight, out of mind. This little break from constant input dramatically accelerates the recovery of your dopamine baseline, helping you feel more balanced and less antsy throughout the rest of the day. Now for day 4, rebuilding your motivation circuit. Your brain's dopamine system isn't just about feeling good. It's about the motivation to pursue things. We need to retrain that pursuit pathway. Today, I want you to do something that is mildly challenging, but not overwhelming. And here's the key. Do it without your phone. Go for a walk, read a book, study a language, or just sit and think for a bit. The goal is to start with just 10 minutes. That's it. Don't force it. The next day, you might naturally feel like doing it for 15 minutes. This gentle process retrains your brain to find satisfaction in the act of doing, not just in the instant reward. Day 5 is about a crucial switch, replacing passive dopamine with active dopamine. Passive dopamine comes from things you consume: scrolling, watching, listening. It requires no effort. Active dopamine, on the other hand, comes from creating, building, thinking, and doing. It's the good stuff. So today I want you to do one thing, just one, that actively moves your life forward. Journal your thoughts. Plan out your week. Study something new. Build that piece of furniture. Clean your room, organize your desk, or create anything. This teaches your brain a powerful lesson. Effort itself is rewarding. You'll feel a sense of accomplishment that no amount of scrolling can ever provide. Welcome to day 6 of our dopamine reset. Today we're focusing on strengthening your prefrontal cortex, the command center of your brain. How do we do it? Through a series of powerful yet simple activities: cold exposure, breath work, meditation, reading, spending time in silence, and engaging in deep thinking. You might be wondering, what do all these things have in common? Well, each one of these practices helps to increase the sensitivity of your dopamine receptors. This is the secret sauce. When your receptors are more sensitive, they need less dopamine to feel motivated and engaged. It's the exact mechanism that brings your natural drive and motivation roaring back to life. So try a cold shower, even just for 30 seconds. Do a few rounds of deep, conscious breathing. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. Pick up a book instead of your phone. These aren't just random tasks. They're targeted exercises for your brain, rebuilding the very foundation of your focus and motivation. We've made it to day 7, the final day of our reset, which I like to call the reset lock-in. Today is all about reflection and strategy. Your brain has had a week to heal and rebalance, so now it's time to take stock. Grab a journal or just a quiet moment to think and reflect on the past week. Ask yourself, what activities completely drained my energy? And on the flip side, what made me feel energized and alive? What habits or routines actually improved my days? What tasks or challenges felt surprisingly easier than before? The goal here is beautifully simple. Repeat what worked and remove what didn't. You've just gathered a week's worth of personal data on how your brain operates best. Use it. This isn't about following a rigid set of rules forever. It's about creating a personalized system that works for you. Your brain is now primed and ready for the next level of focus. So you've completed the 7-day reset. Congratulations! But now comes the most important part. What happens next? A reset is a powerful tool, but it's the habits you build afterward that create lasting change. As your dopamine baseline rises back to its natural, healthy level, you're going to start noticing some incredible shifts. You'll experience more mental clarity, as if a fog has been lifted from your mind. Focusing on tasks will feel easier, more natural. You'll find you have stronger discipline to stick with your goals. Many people also report feeling less anxiety and a significant improvement in their overall mood. You'll wake up with more energy, and your confidence will start to return. This isn't some kind of magic. This is simply your brain working the way it was designed to work, free from the constant overstimulation of modern life. And the best part? This is just the beginning. You can keep improving from here. Because now that your dopamine system is fixed, you're finally ready to understand your attention on a much deeper level. Think of your dopamine system as the engine of a car. It provides the power, the drive, the motivation to move forward. When it's balanced and healthy, everything feels possible again. You have the fuel you need to pursue your ambitions. But an engine alone isn't enough to get you to your destination efficiently. You also need a steering wheel and a driver who knows how to use it. There is one more crucial part of your brain you need to understand if you want to achieve permanent, unbreakable focus, and that is your attention system. This system governs where your mental energy goes. It's the difference between being busy and being productive, between being distracted and being deeply engaged. Your dopamine system provides the why, the motivation. Your attention system determines the what and how, where you direct that motivation. In our next video, we're going to dive into the hidden architecture of attention. We'll explore why your mind seems to have a mind of its own, slipping away even when you want to focus. We'll uncover how the habit of distraction actually forms in the brain and, most importantly, we'll lay out a clear strategy on how to rebuild deep focus, treating it like a muscle that you can strengthen over time. If you're serious about taking your productivity and mental performance to the next level, understanding the system is non-negotiable. The dopamine reset was step 1. Now it's time for step 2. If you're ready to build truly unbreakable focus, that's exactly where we're going next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.